my beautiful souls. Soul dancer here, the White Dragon, here to share another piece of my journey with you. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. The first part of to continue, I should say, expectations. While I was listening to a piece of education, I call it, from Peter Sage, you know what I realized? What I finally understood, that the core issue was with me, was expectations. Expectations are killers, you know, because we set ourselves up. And consequently, when we set ourselves up, what happens is, when the individual, particularly, well, in any case, whether it's a thing or an individual, when the individual is pouring, see that? See that? It's pouring cats and dogs and gerbils right now. Overcast, gray, and I think, 32 degrees Celsius? Yeah. So with expectations, we set ourselves up to fail. Why? Because we decide. Yeah, it is a decision. We decided, okay, based on the way that a particular individual is acting, and because you've known the individual for a while, a long time, in my case, from childhood, I had certain expectations, and it has been very difficult to deal with the reality. So I was constantly, not always, but too often, resentful, angry, feeling angry, out of sorts. And it's only yesterday I got it, because I had already made a decision that it is time to release this. I know, however, that with me in particular, I don't know about you all, but with me in particular, letting go is very, very difficult. But I decided to let it go. And I decided that like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, because it was too much. I don't need to be going through all of this ups and downs and zigzag and whatnot and whatnot. No, that's giving my power away, and I dislike it intensely. Yesterday, when I finally grasped that it's the expectations that have been humbugging me, and there is no way that the individual is going to change by my wanting the individual to be a certain way. I said, okay, all right, I am letting it go, I am working through it. See thunder again, synchronicity. Yesterday I was in tears since morning, and it just wouldn't stop. So I decided, I keep looking at my mother's dog. She's playing with a broomstick. And that was part of the letting go. That was the letting go process. I had gotten to a particular stage. And then what happened was, when I finally, it just sunk in. I saw, I felt, I knew that was the letting go, and that was the reason for the tears. Heavy heart, because it meant not just letting go of the individual, but letting go, releasing the expectations that have been anchored in my psyche for maybe 17 years or more, a hell of a lot longer than that. So it is a process. with that letting go, with that letting go, you know what happened? What welled up? Compassion. Compassion, because I finally began seeing the individual clearer, without the mask. Heard that? Without the mask of my expectations. Yeah. And then I just sunk into it. I sunk into it, and I felt it wholly. Just like with the expectations and the letting go, man, I was feeling that 100% and sitting in it. Unlike my previous letting go, which I think I already shared on some other video, this one did not take 30 minutes, sir. Okay, I've been going through it for a long time, but it took the entire day of sitting with it until I got the déclic, as we say in French. And hello there. I'm just wanted to share a quickie. I'm not doing any readings, so just to let you know. And that compassion, it just bloomed, literally. I want to say like a flower, but it was much more than that. Yeah, it mushroomed, but not in the negative sense like a hydrogen bomb, except that it was a bomb. It felt like it mushroomed, it exploded out of my chest, it encircled my torso, it went right up into my head, my face, and it just surrounded me. And I just sat in it, and then it encompassed my entire body. And I just sat with that. It was delicious. And then I had to write about it. So the writing was for me, and this visual part is about it for you to understand. When I woke this morning, I must add this end piece to the description. When I woke this morning, I felt such a peace, because I finally, which told me I had finally gotten it, and that was my reward. Because when you have expectations, coming back to the very beginning, and you set yourself up, and the person does not align themselves with your expectations, what then happens is the fighting. But once you release the expectations and the letting go, you understand. When you understand that it's your expectations that were blocking you, you finally see not just the individual as they are. You finally also grasp. Hello, Manashi. I'm not doing any readings there. You finally grasp that this, and this is most important, that this person chose this journey. This is all on them. It is irrelevant what happens around. This person, the individual, chose their journey. Consequently, really our expectations have to go out the window or be flushed down the toilet. That's the beauty of it. So, just to recap, it's the expectations. I finally got it, and that was my problem all along. Then the letting go, which was extremely painful. Seeing this person as an individual, yes. Acknowledging that this is their path to walk alone. That's the next thing. Everyone walks their path alone. And there comes the compassion. And it just keeps on giving. Compassion, it just keeps on giving. And with compassion, when you let go, the peace is immutable. It's delicious, it's divine, and that is what I wanted to share with you all today, the ending of this particular journey. So I hope I don't even have my cards there, so even if I was tempted, I couldn't do any readings because I just came on to share this. Okay, ladies, so on that note, I'm going to say, check me out on facebook.com/Soul Dancer White Dragon. I have a lot of wonderful services. Hey, Lori. Yes, it does. It does. Girl, it has been a painful few months journey. And it is wonderful to come out on the other side. Now, I have 2 new services, intuitive writing, and also I have that special that is still on. They want me to keep it up. It's 2/3 off the normal price at $97. And it includes a 30-minute shamanic tarot reading and a 30-minute consultation with Dragon. You cannot get better than this. You will not find it anywhere at all. And not only that, that 30-minute session with Dragon is just a taste of what the 1-hour session will be like. All right, ladies, and this is targeted, this is geared to you ladies, to us women, for us to be able to embrace ourselves finally and step into our power. And on that note, I'm going to say, ciao!